Take a moment and think about the last time you interacted with a truly toxic person. How long did it take for the tension headache to set in? Did you spend the next 3 hours replaying the conversation in your head, coming up with the perfect comeback you should have said? That replay loop, that emotional hangover, is the real cost of toxicity.
It's your
It's the
fault this is
energy
happening.
drain that
Stay
steals
out
your
of my
focus,
life.
impacts your sleep, and damages your relationships with the people who actually matter. The fundamental problem is that we are trained to engage. We defend ourselves against criticism, we try to solve the victim's problems, and we attempt to reason with the unreasonable. Today, we shut down that training. This is not just about avoiding anger, it's about becoming emotionally untouchable to drama. I'm going to teach you the most powerful method for achieving this: filter, freeze, and flow. This masterclass will give you the tools and the confidence to handle any toxic dynamic with calm, strategic mastery. We start with step 1, filter. In toxic communication, the actual message is always buried under layers of emotional manipulation, hyperbole, and personal attacks. When you listen with your emotions, you hear the attack. When you listen with the filter, you only hear the data. The filter is your emotional boundary defense. It prevents their negative emotion from becoming your internal problem. Practical application. When they start a tirade, mentally say, "I am looking for the fact." Example 1. If your boss says, "You're always late with your reports, you clearly lack discipline, and you're dragging down the whole department."
You're
Filter.
unreliable and
The
disrespectful.
fact is, this report is late.
Look right here.
Everything
Report
else is
late.
noise. You do not argue the always, the discipline, or the dragging down. Example 2. The friend who says, "My life is awful, my car broke, my partner left me, and I have no money." Filter. You are experiencing a cluster of crises. This process allows you to respond with appropriate help, if you choose, without absorbing the emotional weight. Now for the most powerful step, freeze. This is the key moment of power transfer. Toxic people are seeking 2 things, argument or pity. The freeze denies them both. It is a moment of calculated non-response. When they throw drama, you must not flinch. This is where you leverage the power of the pause. The freeze is achieved through 2 actions. 1, physical neutrality, and 2, verbal neutrality. Physically, you relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and take a slow, deep breath. Verbally, you deploy a non-committal response. An NCR gives them 0 fuel. It doesn't validate,
Verbally.
deny, or argue. It just observes.
I hear you.
Powerful
That's one way to
NCRs
look
you
at
can use. I hear you. That's one way to look
I
at it.
see.
I see.
That sounds
That
complicated.
sounds complicated.
So you're feeling
Advanced
frustrated about
NCRs,
that.
mirroring and bridging. Try mirroring. So you're feeling frustrated about that. Reflects the feeling,
You are making me
doesn't
so angry.
agree.
Why won't you
Or
listen?
use the bridge.
I'll
need to think about that. Buys time and ends immediate pressure. Use the 5-second rule. Always pause for 5 full seconds before you speak. That pause prevents you from deploying your emotional defensive counterattack, and it forces them to feel the awkward silence. Troubleshooting the pushback.
listening to me.
What happens when you freeze and they push back? They will. They might say, "You're not even listening to me," or "Why are you being so cold?" Your response must be
I hear
another
you saying I'm being
freeze.
cold.
Example, "I hear you saying I'm being cold. I've noted, your concern." Then you move
Not
directly
defending.
to flow. You do not defend your boundary, you simply state it and maintain it. The final step for maintaining your peace is flow. If the filter protects your perception and the freeze protects your emotion, the flow protects your time and energy. Toxic people love conversational black holes. The flow is the strategic movement of yourself and the conversation out of that black hole. To achieve
where are
flow,
you going?
pivot with a
We
pre-planned
need to talk
benign
about this
action.
right now.
Number 1, the hard pivot, changing subject. I hear that you're frustrated. Now, before I forget,
Pre-plan.
I need your opinion on X. Make the new subject concrete. Number 2, the graceful
I hear
exit,
you.
physical
That's
boundary.
one way to look at it.
Use time boundaries, like, "I only have 5 minutes
I
for this
see.
conversation
That
right now."
sounds complicated.
When the timer is up,
So
you
you're
use your
feeling
exit
frustrated
script.
about that.
"My time is up. I need to go now. We can touch base later." The key to flow is
You are making me
decisiveness.
so
Do not
angry. Why won't you
apologize or
listen?
over-explain your
I'll
exit.
need to think
If you
about that.
hesitate, they will find a way back in. Now let's tailor this to the three most common toxic archetypes. The critic. They focus on your flaws. Use filter to find the one kernel of truth, then freeze with, "I'll consider that feedback." The perpetual victim. They focus
You're
on
not
their
even
misery.
listening to me.
Use filter to find the specific problem, then flow to offer a single, non-committal solution or exit.
Why are you being
Do
so
not
cold?
offer unlimited pity. The
I hear you
controller.
saying I'm being
They focus
cold.
on managing your actions. Use the freeze with the bridge. I appreciate your input.
I will make
my own decision on that matter. We must address the pitfalls. Mistake 1, explaining yourself. This is defensiveness, which is drama fuel. Mistake 2, taking responsibility for their feelings. You're responsible to them, not for them. Mistake 3, trying to change them. The filter, freeze, and flow is about changing your response, not their behavior. This method is a long game. When you consistently filter, freeze, and flow, you are essentially training the toxic person's subconscious. They learn that you are no longer a viable source of drama fuel. They will initially escalate, testing your boundaries. But if you remain consistent, using the NCRs and the decisive flow, they will eventually find a less resistant target. Your relationship may change. It may become more superficial, or it may actually become healthier. Either way, you win. You deserve to live a life free of emotional drain. Boundary setting isn't aggressive. It's self-respect in action. By mastering the filter, freeze, and flow method, you are not just dealing with toxic people, you are investing in your own peace. We have covered the filter, the freeze, which is emotional neutrality via NCRs and the 5-second pause, and the flow, which is a strategic exit. Your challenge this week is pick one person and practice the freeze step. Write down your non-committal response before the conversation starts. Your homework is to use your chosen NCR, "That sounds complicated," or "I'll think about that,"
That
3
sounds
times this week.
complicated.
If this
I'll think about
masterclass
that.
gave you clarity, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more tools to master your communication, and tell me in the comments, what is the one NCR you are choosing for your homework this week? Until next time, stay calm and stay strategic.